Success is your destiny. Yes. Love, wisdom, power. Remember, yes, always who you are. Yes. Yes. I am love, wisdom, power. Yes. Yes. I am love, yes, power. Yes. I am yes, I am love, wisdom, power. Yes, yes, I am wisdom, power. Master. Yes, I am. Yes, love, wisdom, power. Yes, I am. Say yes to yourself. Yes, I am protected. Yes, yes, I am. Master. I am. Yes. Greetings and welcome to Magnets, Crystals, and Pyramids. On this Friday night, I am Ankh Rising Sun. You may call me in the Hawaiian African system, Uncle Hanky, Cousin Hanky, and I greet all my cousins, nieces, nephews, aunties, uncles, and I want all of you in the audience to be a part of an experiment because we had some quantum problems on this platform. Brother Baraka, he was having a perfect easy day. Oh, now he's back. Okay, hold on. Brother Baraka we're gonna bring him on right now. All right, bro. You live, brother. Brother Baraka was having some problems, so now he's here. Do your thing, brother.
All right. Call is going out to the warrior in you, to the healer in you, the creator, the destroyer in you. Every single day we are called to walk in our purpose. Answer the call. Lay down your burden and anything that's holding you back and take your place. The battle is everywhere and it's right in your face. Let's go.
Give thanks, brother. Thank you. Thank you for that. All right, so we're gonna do an experiment, Baraka. We're gonna do an experiment tonight. Yo, you got anything heavy? We got the audience giving you thanks and gratitude. Family, listen. If any of you in the audience have a heavy chair, Baraka, I want you to try this also. Get like a heavy weight, and you know how we do the weight test?
Yeah.
We're going to see if these Tesla balls do quantum transmission. So we're going to do that. Family, if you have a weight and all of us are live or in the future, grab a weight and lift it. I mean, you know, I'm talking about like a gallon of water or those of you who are strong, like a 25 or 35-pound barbell, because we want to see how powerful our intentions are traveling through the quantum fields to see how close we really are. So Rocker's going to do the lead. Do a lift, brother, and tell us what you feel.
All right. Okay.
You got it?
I got it.
All right, I'm going to crank it on now.
Don't turn off my cell phone.
I don't know. If it goes, you come on back because I'm only family. When y'all have done your lift test, make mention of it in the chat because we're getting ready to do an experiment right now. Everybody, everything is everything. Get your weight. Solar Child L, get your weight. Jason Tilley, get your weight. Timothy L, get your weight and do a lift, just a couple of inches. All right, just like Baraka did. Jason Tilley. Let me see who else is here. Brother Dwayne Johnson, do your lift test. Okay. All right. I'm turning it on now. Okay. Was it a little easier, bro?
I can't say that it was. It
Shut it
felt
off.
about
Hold on. We're gonna shut it off now.
okay. Try again.
Try again.
Okay. All right. I got it.
All right.
All right. Ready.
We're gonna crank it up again. You went up faster.
Did it look faster? Honestly, it felt about the same.
Okay. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, you got 2 now.
Yeah. Try it again.
You try it again. All right.
Family, y'all make comments. Is he lifting that shit the same speed, family? Because you got an audience watching you, bro.
Okay. All right.
See what they say.
The timer don't lie.
We're waiting on the comments. Now I'm going to do it with my 25. Here's my 25. Now I'm cranking everything up.
Okay.
Y'all see how fast he lifted that?
Yeah, maybe it did feel a little easier.
Yo, the people in the audience are noticing the difference.
They say I threw it up.
No, they doing the weight test.
Oh, okay.
The difference. Professor Bey. All right.
Yeah, that feels good.
All right, we're gonna shut it off now. This is my lift now. Go ahead. Everybody's watching you.
Okay.
Okay, family. You saw Brother Baraka several times do the lift with and without the Tesla technology. Tell me if you noticed a difference. And it ain't about speed, Baraka. If that ain't heavy enough, you get yourself 50 pounds. Something,
yeah, I got some weights.
Yeah, make it heavier, man. Because
this is a good one. This is 40 right here. That's
good. 40. So use 2 fingers.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Okay. All right. Hold on. Okay. Go ahead.
Cranking up.
Yeah, that one, it felt easier. Yeah, it felt lighter.
Now listen, all of you who are in the audience, I want to see you do the lift test right now. Lift the chair, lift your table, lift up or do a squat. Everybody in the audience, do a squat right now or do a push-up. Professor Bey, do a push-up. Dwayne Johnson, do a push-up. Jason said he already noticed the difference. Timothy L., I want you to crank 2 push-ups right now. No, Timothy L. Moore, I want you to do some squats right now while we got the Tesla technology. And then sit back in the chair, and then I'll shut it off and do the same squats. If y'all don't have weights, do squats. If you can't squat, do push-ups. And then comment. Yo, you got the sisters dropping it now, man. They feel the difference.
They feel it, huh?
Yeah. Nice. Thank you, Laura. All right. Now we're going to shut it off again. Okay. Now, Professor Bey, Timothy L., do the squats. Everything says I'm driving, brother Ankh. Yo, try lifting the fucking car, bro. No. Oh, man. All right. So let's have fun doing the opening. We're gonna do the opening now.
Let's do it.
I'm going to crank it up. Let me shut this off. Hold on. All right, here we go. I'm going to do it with voice activation. I am in me. I am in you, the listening audience. I am in the sea of life. Yes, I am forgiving all life. You know what? I'm going to put up the affirmations. Here we go. Let's start with those affirmations. Oh, shit, I'm getting electrified. I feel electricity coming through the tabletop, man. This is crazy. All right, here we are. Yes, I am ready to surrender, sundance and sing into my heart, to burn my selfish ego in all its ugly ways, cast aside all my fears into the liquid flames of passion living in my heart. Cast away my monkey mind ego. Let it bubble, boil, and burn into funky smoking ashes so my heart and soul fly free. Medicine path. Yes, I am ready to fall and die, to sink deeply into the sea of love within my heart. Burn, ego, burn. Die, devil, die. Let my heart be free so my heart and soul can fly. Let go and just flow. Yes, I am forgiving all living souls from my past life. Yes, I am asking all souls from my past lives to please forgive me. Yes, I am forgiving all living souls in this life. Yes, I am asking all living souls in this lifetime to please forgive me. Yes, I am ready to surrender, totally let my mind just die, offered as the ultimate sacrifice into the burning flames of love living within my heart. I will relax and witness my chicken head, monkey mind fears blow bubbles and drown into the sea of love within my heart. Yes, I am ready to dissolve into the warm waters of love. Exhale all my ego fears through my breath and inhale the sea of love within me. With that being said, I ask our ascended ancestors to be a part of this show. I am asking in the name of love, the presence of Sheikh Ahmadou Bamba, Saint Germain, Sheikh Ibrahim, Simeon Toko, Enoch, Elijah, Yeshua, Black Madonna, Mother Mary. Yes, I ask the presence of. I want to make sure I said Simeon Toko. I'm going to say his name twice. Simeon Toko, Buddha, Krishna, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Camiel, Archangel Chamiel, angels Seraphim and Cherubim, who take the stations of the sun. I call upon the forces of nature that live within us, within our chakras. Elegba, Oshun, Goddess of Love, Mother Ocean, Yemaya, Olokun, Oya, Ogun, Shango, Ochosi, Obatala, Olodumare, Kashla, all the sea of Prana, the sea of Chi, the sea of Ki, the sea of Mana. We ask that you join us tonight. I'd like to acknowledge Nikolai Tesla and invite him to be on the show. I'd like to also invite Wilhelm Reich, Townsend Brown, P.B. Randolph, Masters, Kalindi Aye, George Washington Carver, South African Zulu shaman, Credo Mutwa. I ask you that you join us. Call upon Chief Geronimo, Chief Osceola, Nat Turner, Harriet Tubman, Mary McLeod Bethune. Call upon Crazy Horse, Sitting Bull, Chief Seattle, all the shaman warriors who are emissaries, Jedis to the sea of love, wisdom, and power, and the light of God that never fails. Ashe, ashe, ashe.
Ashe.
All right, family. I had to turn that off because I lost control of my computer. Baraka, family.
Oh, okay.
Turn this thing off. All right, let's see what the comment sections are. Timothy L. I'm 61. It ain't easy. No, you're not. Your spacesuit is 16 if you flip the numbers. All right. Start exercising, Timothy. You're kind of young. All right. There's a brother 95 years young. Hold that, Timothy L. Regenerate, reactivate. All right. Because we're approaching spring.
Mm-hmm.
And you can do push-ups, sit-ups.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. This is
Get some
activated.
sun, go for a walk.
Say that again, bro.
I said, get some sun, some fresh air, go for a walk.
Yeah. Also try barefoot. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I want to try something right on the show. This is supercharged water, family. This is my lift. Okay. And here I'm going to drink the water. Damn, that tasted good. Okay. I got to work on that some more. We can supercharge water, family, to accomplish anything we desire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? We can accomplish anything we desire if we charge up water correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Baraka, your amulet will do the same thing to the water. Sit it next to a cup of water, and it'll charge it up. So, family,
just next to it?
Just next to it. You got some water with you?
I got a beer.
Okay. Taste it, and then put your amulet next to it. I'm gonna fill my cup up and do that again. All right, tonight's show is Professor Bey is gonna get busy dropping some Oceanside chat. So I'm gonna call him right now, and we're gonna bring him on.
Let's get it on.
Yeah.
Yes, greetings and peace. Greetings and peace to the gods.
Peace.
The gods are on the show. Rashid Page giving you a big up straight out of Jamaica. Okay. Timothy L. He's going to start doing push-ups and squats. Laura, he says Ashe. Solar Child. Yeah, bro. You can do squats and push-ups. You ain't old. You just been in need of cranking. All right. This is all the comments we got. You can do sissy push-ups, and then you do full man push-ups. Dwayne Johnson, you can do the push-ups too.
Do what you could do.
Do what you can do.
But do it.
Yep. Before we even move forward, Professor Bey, hold on. Baraka, could you share with the audience the importance of knowing how to fall?
Well, honestly, so my teacher says that it's not about knowing how to fall, it's how to land. You know what I mean? It's how to land. Because even if you walk improperly, you can walk in such a way, and I've actually seen some people do it. Some people stomp their heels. Some people
Maybe it's come from habits with certain shoes or whatever. But if you're not even walking properly, then you can throw off, I mean, from your foot all the way up to your hip, your back, your neck, literally just from walking. So falling or falling or hitting the earth, not on the bottom of your foot, but I guess like with your body, you definitely have to sort of make contact in such a way to minimize the trauma and to protect those areas that are most sensitive and prone to injury, like the back. Like also a lot of times when people fall, they'll put their arms or their elbows out. And if like even if your wrist, if your arms are not strong, if you're not used to doing exercise and push-ups and any type of conditioning exercises, you stick your arm out to break your fall, and boom, now you're gonna hurt your wrist, you hurt your arm, you hurt your elbow, you hurt your shoulder, you hurt your back. So it's extremely important.
And the reason I say that, family, I'm still biking. And in biking, when I take a fall, Baraka, family, I appreciate from the study of Aikido being able to do a rollout. I was jogging in Prospect Park.
Right.
Stumbled on a tree root. I immediately went into a rollout and then came back up and continued jogging.
Exactly. Because you have that body awareness of how to, well, if you lose your balance, then you're like, okay, whatever. I'm just going to go forward and roll out and come up. But if you don't have that sensibility, if you don't have that muscle memory of how to execute that, you're going to fall right on your face.
Exactly. Or fall and then put your hands out and break your wrists.
Right.
So family, we all have to practice doing rollouts. That's you too, Timothy L. All right. A sister friend of mine, I'm going to share this and then Brother Muhammad got the mic. Sister friend of mine told me her 101-year-old mama is still knocking boots. Her boyfriend is 96.
Yeah. Yeah.
He goes to see her with a walker.
Yeah.
Oxygen mask.
Yeah, but he going to get that thing.
She still got a big booty. 101-year-old mama still has a big booty, no gray hair, outlived 3 husbands.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow. She look like she about to kill the next one.
So what it is knowing how to keep it moving, family.
Hey, that 97-year-old boyfriend, I bet he teach you a lesson.
He's feeling no pain. When he get over there, he must be he's getting a dose. Dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins.
That was Brother Muhammad in the background.
It might have been, but we're gonna give Brother Muhammad the platform right now, and we're gonna pull up the chart. You ready, Brother Muhammad?
Hold on, Hank. Give me a minute, man. This computer getting ready to act up on me. Let me do something here.
All right. Well, he's okay. So let me come back again.
Yeah.
All right. So family, I'm going to take Brother Muhammad off of speaker, and I'm going to say this: we got to practice sending internal bliss, joy from our heart to our head. Imagine our head being saturated like a sponge with joy, happiness, bliss, feel good. Then from the head down to the reproductive. For the ladies, your crystal womb. For us men, our crystal balls. Then to the kidneys, the bladder, prostate, sending bliss to our organs. And from there, liver. The liver stores 2 emotions, stores your anger and your kindness. To your heart, your lungs store courage. and also grief. So even if you have to put on a song like Love Supreme by John Coltrane and saturate each of your garden organs, the organs in the garden of your body temple, before we get up at morning, before we go to sleep at night, be filled with joy and bliss. And what this does, it remagnetizes on the molecular atomic level all our cells, protons, neutrons, and electrons. And in the study of metaphysics, this particular man shared in a book that he ran into a man in Tibet who was 256 years old, and he looked like he was in his 20s. And he asked him what was his secret. And the man said he literally sent happiness, joy, love, bliss into every part of his body 3 times a day. And it kept him in a state of perpetual youth. So what we experience here on this planet that's known as aging is really radioactive poisoning from deuterium. Deuterium can be transmuted through comedy and bliss. And to kickstart, you can listen to our famous comedians have us laughing and send that laughter into each part of the body before you go to sleep. And my brothers and sisters, you'll be able to do squats after all that laughter. You'll be able to do push-ups and continue. Persistence, passion is the most powerful energy in the universe. Let me see if brother Professor Bey is ready. Hold on. Let me see if I can bring him up on a speaker. Professor Bey, you ready?
Give me about 5 minutes.
Okay. We got an interesting night tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. He needs about 5 minutes. All right, let's read what we got in the chat. Oya Ra, toast of divine feminine. Now, I like about that divine feminine because here's a question I'm going to ask right now to Brother Baraka. Brother Baraka, is there enough feminine women in our community? Are women feminine enough?
You ain't right. You ain't right, Hank. You ain't right, man.
I ain't right.
But I ain't scared. So I'll say this.
You ready for that, Baraka?
I would say what I would say is that, both the trauma of our history and the sort of like cultural hegemony of a Western Greek Roman civilization that we are, like literally doing battle with every day. One of its goals is to remove us from our proper person, to remove us from our divine birthrights, our divine personalities, our names, our culture. And so, in the same way that there's, that it's no accident that a lot of sisters have been made to exist in a space where they, would need to draw on more masculine energy. In the same exact way, brothers, we're, a lot of our brothers, man, they just, it's like, but they're not even lying about it. They're telling you they're trying to redefine masculinity. They're saying this new masculinity and stuff. And it's like, when you get away from natural roles of how we live. Now, don't get me wrong, the patriarchy, especially like I said, from the Greek Romans, man, listen, these dudes are sick, man. These dudes are sick. And we don't even realize it. We following behind them. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. So it's no accident that so many of us, we're out of our minds. Even Dr. Amos Wilson said that. He said, in order for us to be the way that we are existing today, we've got to be out of our minds. You know, that's what this whole system is designed to do, is to keep us off balance, to keep us out of our proper person. So, you know, yeah. So, so boom.
That was a good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good reply.
So we all are struggling to get back to, you know, who we are. I mean, that's what, you know, to me, honestly, that's what magnets, crystals, and pyramids is all about. Ashe?
Ashe. Ashe.
You know, we in this journey, man, we just trying to get back home. Who don't want to go home?
Exactly. Professor Bey is having technical difficulties, family.
It's one of them nights, man.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It's one of those nights.
Yeah. So I'm going to speak about real quick. I'm going to remind the family, get into that sea hard tea, family. Start drinking that tea first thing in the morning, last thing at night. Kinkaliba tea, liver detox, anti-inflammatory, anti-diabetic, weight loss, opiate detox, anti-cancer, lowers blood pressure, gallbladder detox. Do that Kinkaliba tea, family. Okay? This is your health is your greatest wealth. All right? And remember, use visualization and your imagination for cellular regeneration. All right? Bring on Professor right now. Okay, hold on, family. Here he comes. Professor, you ready?
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and roll.
Okay. Floor, you got the mic, Professor.
All right, greetings and peace, family. I was just having problems with the computer, but we're going to go ahead on and roll and get on into it. And we're just going to start with the prayer and go from there.
All right, here we go.
Right. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allah is the greatest. Allah is the greatest. Allah is the greatest. Allah is the greatest. Shadu la ilaha illallah. Shadu la ilaha illallah. I bear witness that there is no deity but Allah. I bear witness that there is no deity but Allah. Shadu anna Muhammed al-Rasulullah. Shadu anna Muhammed al-Rasulullah. I bear witness that Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. I bear witness that Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. Come to prayer. Come to prayer. Come to your good. Come to your good. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allah is the greatest. Allah is the greatest. La ilaha illallah. There is no deity but Allah. Come to your good. Salatu kahiram minam nayam. Salatu kahiram minam nayam. Prayer is better than sleep. Prayer is better than sleep. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. Peace be upon thee and Allah's blessings. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. Peace be upon thee and Allah's blessings. All right, thank you, family, for your time and patience with the little difficulties that I had. But it's a Friday. You ain't got no partying to do tonight. What better is to get a good lecture?
That's right.
I'm going to read something to you from the Quran, and then I'll give you a little bit from the Bible, then we get into it. This is in chapter 113, and the Quran is called the Dawn. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, say, I seek refuge in the Creator of the Dawn, from the evil of that which He has created, and from the evil of intense darkness when it comes. and from the evil of those who cast evil suggestions, infirm resolutions, and from the evil of the envier when he envies. Chapter 114. In the name of Allah, the beneficent and merciful. Say, I seek refuge in the Creator of men, the King of men, the God of men, from the evil of the whisperings of the slinking devil, who whispers into the hearts of men from among the jinn and the men. Now I'm taking you into the Bible, Proverbs 4, verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. And in all you're getting, get understanding. Verse 8. Exalt her. She will promote you. She will bring you honor when you embrace her. She will place on your head an ornament of grace. A crown of glory she will deliver you. And we're going to go to Proverbs 9, verse 10. The fear of the Creator is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. And we in Proverbs 10, verse 13. Wisdom is found on the lips of him who has understanding, but a rod is called the back of him who is devoid of understanding. Okay, family? Now, let me open this up here. I received something, it was on March 10th from someone, I'm not going to call the person's name. I don't know him. He sent me something via my email in reference to, what I was teaching. And, as I was reading it, I was trying to see what his angle was.
Oh, snap. I got to shut this off because it just blasted our professor off the line.
Oh, wow. We lost him?
Hold on, Professor. Yo, it knocked him off the line.
Damn.
Hold on, Professor.
Yo, it's been a crazy night, man.
Yo, that's crazy.
You there?
Yeah, we're back. Yo, the electronics. I cranked up the Tesla technology and it blew you right off the phone.
Yeah, it did. So, as I was saying, there was this gentleman who, it was March the 10th.
Yo, Baraka, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I just got knocked off.
Yeah, yo, man. I'll tell you, it's been a crazy night. Friday's no good. I think it's the day, man, because everybody had a problem. What the fuck?
Yeah. All right, try it again, Professor.
Yeah, so as I was saying, there was a gentleman who sent me something via my email, and in reference to, what I've been teaching. If you all notice in all of my shows that I've done on Brother Hank's show, I never really get into a backwards and forward debate or anything with anyone, because I know what I'm teaching gets you remedy. You all have, I've done 25 shows, and I don't really like to go into things on that magnitude, because it's like we never get anywhere as a people. You know, when we want to debate, I don't mind that if you're going to say things, but bring proof and bring facts. You know, you just talking, but there is no substance to what you're saying. So what I'm saying to you all is it was mainly about the trust, about your trust. And I can tell you all this. As I explained to you all about the difference on trust and what this trust here will do for you, you got some background in you.
Yeah, I just muted out Baraka. He had some feedback.
Yes.
Baraka, you could unmute when you're ready to speak up, but we was getting feedback from you.
And so what I'm attempting to do is go into certain things as far as with your express trust. I told you the last time in reference to, you know, your trust, I did show on the trust. The difference between all trust is not the same. I told you all that. And the reason why you need to be in a trust gives you protection. A trust has protection under the Constitution, not you, the trust, which is a natural person that functions in commerce. I told you all, when you're setting up a trust, when I had you all to do the 98 number, the 98 number is a number you need to attach with your trust to make it foreign. If you're trying to, when you're getting that 98 number, it must have a 6 or 7 behind the dash. That is what makes it foreign. Now, what also makes it foreign is the location that you're putting it in, what you call it a situs, you know, where it would be located. And most of you all, when you got your 98 number in your spiritual name, and your new spiritual name, you had it set up in Taiwan. And because that's what's going to keep your trust foreign. Now, you're making it foreign to the corporation. You know, they call the United States Federal Corporation. And that's all it would ever be, is a corporation. Now, when you're also going into trust, you're going back to your titles of nobility and your titles. Okay? And what I'm trying to get you all to understand, I don't just get into the debating with anybody. I just try to keep you all focused on what's necessary for you. Because I can see it coming that when they lift this thing, the banks are gonna foreclose on a lot of people. And you can't say you weren't told, you weren't warned what you needed to do, where you need to put your property at. Okay? That was made known to you. So you knew that. Now let me get into, I did this before with you, but I'm just going to do it again just for the sake of it. Where we're talking about titles of nobility and title. Now, the title of nobility clause is a provision in Article 1, Section 9, Clause 8 of the United States Constitution that prohibits the federal government from granting titles of nobility. Now, hold on one moment, family.
Well, while you looking that up, I'm going.
No.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I'm good. This is something I just got to pull up. All right. And restrict members of the government from receiving gifts, emolument, offices, or title from foreign states and monarchies without the consent of the state Congress. Now, what that is saying, family, You don't need any consent from the Congress to get your title of nobility. You don't need their consent. That's what it just read here. Now, when I'm doing your trust, if you notice, for all the ones who've done their trust, I put your affidavit of denial of U.S. citizen inside that trust for you. That's the new way that I'm doing it, to make it sort of easy for you. Because after 30 days, once you file a trust in the county, it becomes public record. So what some people don't understand, they think domestic trusts and foreign trusts are the same. No, they're not the same. They're differences. And the reason why you and I have to go in from the trust position is because you and I cannot function out there in commerce, as the flesh and blood man and woman. Now, it says here in Article 1, Section 10, Clause 1, no state constitution shall enter into any treaty, alliance, or confederation, grant letters of marque and reprisal, coin money, emit bills of credit, making anything but gold and silver coins a tender in payment of debts, pass any bills of attainder ex post facto law or law impairing the obligation of contract, or grant any title of nobility. You see, we've always had our titles because there's a law that says that when we turned 18, you and I were supposed to have went into a circuit court, superior court, or Supreme Court and stood in front of some so-called judge and say, I want to renunciate myself from being an Aborigine Moor from the land into the corporation. And if I ask most of our people that, you or I never did that. So how did we become in the position that we're in is how they contracted with us. And that was through that birth certificate and the Social Security number, which we have gotten used to using. And but those instruments is what put us into their trust, called the United States Corporation. It's really the District of Columbia doing business as the United States.
Excuse me, Brother Muhammad. Could you back up a second and say that one more time about how you said when we turned 18, we were supposed to go to the court and say what?
When we turned 18, which is what we call the age of maturity. Some people say the age of majority. But since we didn't have no knowledge of what we had, there's a law that says we were supposed to went in front of a judge, whether it was in a circuit court, Supreme Court, or any court, superior court, and renunciated from being an Aborigine Moor on the land and sworn to an oath or allegiance to the United States and saying that we wanted to be U.S. citizens. We never did that. None of us never did that. So this is why I say we were never no U.S. citizens, because we never went in and put our hands up and swore to some oath that we wanted to be no longer Moors anymore and we wanted to be U.S. citizens.
You know, when I turned 18, I was instructed to fill out this card. I think it was, they called it.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, what's that? What's that?
What they do when you go.
Because I wasn't even, I didn't, nobody even explained to me really what that whole thing was about, and I didn't like it.
Well, no, I mean, no one, they couldn't explain anything to you because they didn't know. Our parents didn't know. Just like right now, we're all learning about trust and how to put property into trust. When you have little Caucasian 9, 10 years old, they run around knowing about trust, and we're in our 40s and 50s, and we just learning about trust. So that shows you how so far we are behind.
Right. And
some of us, even to this point, we listen, but we don't act on anything.
Mm-hmm.
We hear what the person is saying, and I don't know how much proof that I can give you, because you can't continue to complain about nothing, and if you're not willing to do anything about it. My job is just to come to give you the information, and after that, you do whatever you want to do. But don't complain about anything when the information has always been right there in front of you. You see what I'm saying? So I'm in my 50s, and I'm just learning this. But I never say it's never too late.
Well, let me just say this. I'm going to say this real quick. This is an African proverb. There is no king who is not gossiped about. I just posted it up there, family. And to follow what you're saying, Professor Bey, to one who does not know, a small garden is a forest. And our people are for the most part, collectively, ever since the civil rights, we're broken people. Up until the civil rights era, it was 80% marriage in our community. After we followed Martin Luther King into integration and civil rights, who's getting married nowadays? Hardly nobody. And that's why I salute you, Baraka. You're doing old traditional family. You're the father of your family. So if the young folks are acting like they're out of their rabbit ass mind, it's because they are. So we need even more prayers. You wonder why I'm into crystals? Please continue, Professor.
Thank you. So what I'm trying to say to you, family, I only come and give you all the information. I gave you all my experience with this. I'm just really sick and tired about people, we crying about things that, it's right before our eyes. And I know what it is. It's our fear. It's our false education accepted real. Because a lot of us truly don't believe that you can literally take their house. And I told you what was your contract to the house, which is your mortgage. I'm gonna say, which is your warranty deed. And the only thing you need to do is take that and put it into a trust. And all the paperwork that I do for you, it shows you how to get rid of the taxes. And even if you get a letter from the bank, I'm gonna say a letter, anything from the bank, I have a letter to counter their letter. You see? So what I'm saying to you all, you can't let your fear hold you back and let others hinder you by them coming out saying, oh, what Mr. Bey teaching y'all, blah, 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 blah. I give a rat's ass about that. But when you come and say certain things, you got to bring your proof. Then you got to put out, because everything that I've taught you, I can prove it to you. So it matters to me, and I don't get into the gossip about you want to debate about this and that. I don't care nothing about that. Only thing that I care about is you all, getting your remedy, getting into trust, because there's a lot more things you can do when you go into the trust. Now, the only way to own land is through the titles of nobility. Your real property was stripped and stolen from you when they abrogated titles of nobility. Now, how did they do that? Well, again, remember, we walked away from our government. We got to take some ownership in this also. We walked away. We never came back to convene. And basically, from this point on, they took it over. And this is where we are now. This is still our land. We're in Morocco. We're not in no United States of America, and we ain't in no United States, because those are corporations on paper. So let's get that clear. You see, and that's the problem that a lot of people still have, because you thinking that you are a U.S. citizen. Show you, man, we've been so dumbed down, so miseducated to And I mean, like I say, don't complain about anything if you're not willing to do nothing about it. Now, I got a brother, and I'm not going to say too much on it. I'm really just trying to get all the way from the system, but I still know how to function in it. You know, the brother is creating a passport. I'm just going to really leave it like that, but it's going to be something that they're going to really have to deal with, because I don't like the passport that I have, because on that passport, even though I gave them my court order, but still they don't put your true nationality on there, because if you look at your passports, it says United States of America, and the United States of America is no damn nationality. It is a corporation on paper. That's what I don't like about their passport, because they don't want to admit yet that we are Moors here on this land. Do you see? And you stripped us of the titles of nobility. You know we were known African American, black, colors, and Negroes. Those are not titles. Those are misnomers in law. You see? So they stripped us from the Ali, Allah, Bey, Day, El. They took those titles, you know? So now, land was always passed down from our ancestors through generations after generations and throughout the Bible and beyond. The reason you and I don't own the land is because we have been stripped of our titles from being Aborigines or Moors, not using true titles of Ali, Bey, Day, El, Allah. While the Caucasian race was able to not pay taxes to you and I for the use of our land. They first had to strip us of our titles of nobility. Then they came back issuing deeds. See right here. When our ancestors never dealt in mortgages, deeds, and titles. And this is why I'm telling you all, mortgages is warfare. That's what mortgages are. Why do you think I'm telling you all to take that house and put it into a trust? This alleviates that problem. You all never had no mortgage. Mortgage is all about warfare. Still coming and want to steal your property and steal your land. That's what mortgage is all about. You know what the definition of mortgage means? It means a debt promise. And your real contract is the warranty deed. See, the problem is most of you all don't want to put that time in, that work in. So you want to it's easy to pick up the phone and call Brother Bey and say, hey, you know, he got the answers. Well, hell, what if I'm not here no more? What are you going to do now? You're going to be forced to got to study this, or you're going to remain the slave. And really, to be honest, you know, for when you have someone come on these shows and give these shows, and the only thing, I don't want you all just come on and just listen to me because I sound good to you and all of that shit. I don't care nothing about that. What I care about is you move on the information and you want to take your property and put it into trust. You say you want freedom. I'm bringing it to you, putting it right in front of your face. If that's what you claim you want and you're looking for, then now you got to man up and woman up. It's a lot of shit that I know how to do, man, but you can't do nothing unless you all are into trust. You can't do that income statement and all that stuff I told y'all, them bills and all of that, unless you into trust. You have to be into trust. It's very important for you all to understand that. You know, I don't like to sound like a broke record, but I mean, if I have to, I will. But just understand this. Understand why you all are doing what you're doing. Why you all getting a 9-8 number. Why you all I'm setting it up the way I'm setting it up. I'm setting it up that way is because I know if issues come, your trust is foreign. It's not a domestic trust. And there's a friend of mine who had a conversation with a brother on that about domestic. I'm not having you all to deal with anything domestic. Anything domestic is a 14th Amendment. And I told you all what I'm doing. If you all follow the pattern, when you all get your 98 number, you're getting it with a new name, a new spiritual name. However, that name will not have a social security number and a birth certificate attached with it. Now, the part that some of you all are probably afraid of, well, Mr. Bey, how I'm going to function. Listen, I'm functioning. I don't use the social. I'm functioning. Even better than you all. It's all about knowing how to operate and how to move in commerce. Don't come giving me them excuses now or how. No, I'm not even trying to hit that anymore. You have to be in trust. There's a lot of more things that I really want to teach you, but you got to be into the trust. The trust is the natural person, and those DBAs, let me speak on those. You all have to understand that your DBAs is what you call legal name. They're only legal names to do business in the commerce world. Those are not your names. I did a show on that. Didn't I, Brother Hank?
Yep.
So get out of your head that first, middle, last is your name. It's a legal name to do business. This is why you have to put that straw man also into the trust. And now you got to learn how to lean it up so the trust can take the assets from that straw man and know how to do debt financing in commerce. See? Because that's all this stuff is, just debt financing. And you all gonna have to learn this stuff through your trust though. Man, I mean, hell, man, if I was really selfish, I just could have kept my mouth closed and just went on about my business and got to where I need to get and say to hell with the rest. But I didn't do that. I looked back and I gave y'all my hand. But I don't want to keep just coming doing shows and no one wants to do anything. You see, as if the information don't exist, as if the information is not real. It's real. It's real. It's real because when y'all look at them damn testimonies, you got to know it's real. When I leave and go to people, a state, and take them down to their counties and get that paperwork filed, and you don't think that's real? You sitting there watching the people file it.
And speaking of that, I just posted family on the screen. There is an awakening going on in the earth. If you are not awakened, you wasn't chosen. Continue, Professor.
Thank you, sir. And see, it's this. Now, I'm almost done with the lawsuit letter for you all to go in to the courts and sue the Bureau of Vital Statistics, your county and your state. And that's your real, true reparation of what they've done to us as far as with our titles. Okay? I'm saying to you all, the paperwork is nothing for me, because I invest my time in it. And this is why I'm having you all to authenticate them birth certificates. Because I know if I wait and have y'all to do it at the end, most of y'all won't have it done. That's why I'm having you to do it now. So when the time comes, that's going to be your prima facie evidence that they took us from the land, which is just so Lee, and put us inside the corporation and created a straw man. See, even with that so-called child support, And I tell people it's a fraud. It's always been a fraud. Because when you were born, see, you didn't really get no birth certificate when you came and a social security number. That was given to an infant. You go and read the IRS manual. The birth certificate and social security number was given to the infant. See, the baby went home with the mother. So they created an illegus as if it was the baby. So now every time the mother, she goes down to social services, she say, well, I need help for my children. And she goes there and they're going to ask her for the birth certificate and the social security number because that's where they're pulling the funds from. See, your state, for every live birth that boards to the United States, this state of Florida gets grant money. And so she have to give those two things in order for her to get the benefits. If she don't give those two things, she can't get the benefits. And I'm quite sure most of these women know what I'm talking about. They listen to me if they ever did this. That's why I say child support is bullshit. It always have been. They get the man social and they get the mother, and she go and contract with the state. So see, here you are, you contracting again with them. You gave us away to them when we were babies. And now you're doing the same thing as we go on through the challenge until we become 18. So all this stuff I'm doing now, I'm doing it in reverse. And so for you new mothers who are having babies, I would advise you not to even get no birth certificate for your child. And I know some of you saying, well, if I don't get the birth certificate, well, you know, I can't get no, that's bullshit. You can get benefits. You see, you're better off if you don't get ABC for that child. This is where you have to learn to step up now and be and take responsibility as a mother. You got to think. You know, you can't keep giving your babies to the state. And then they snatch them up whenever they want to. And you wondering, how could they do that? Well, you get the benefits. You see? When we're in our titles, we get benefits just like anyone else. Whether you're a U.S. person or not, you can get those benefits. You see? Now, I didn't want to really get into much with that because what I really don't want to do, I don't want to get this individual no.
Listen, even Martin Luther King was stabbed by a crazy black woman. I mean, there's always going to be knuckleheads who are out of their rabbit ass mind, but you can't give them energy. It's just a sign of the psychosis that is prevalent, endemic, pandemic. We're folks are crazy.
Yes, sir.
So that's it.
Yes.
Baraka, what you got to say about that?
No, I agree 100%. 100%. You know, you said it before about the, there's no king who hasn't been gossiped about. Yeah, man. You know, if ain't nobody talking about you, you ain't making no moves.
You heard that, Professor?
No, that's not the point that concerns me. It's when people come out.
They're gonna do that anyway. They do it to me.
But that ain't what I'm talking about. What I'm saying, it's not that I'm worried about me. It's people that you're teaching and how strong they are, because people can get swayed.
Well, you got suckers born every day. Look at the churches.
Right. So what I'm saying, so since that person came and made their statement, then I'm just saying I'm rebutting that, and then now you all can take both sides, and then you can listen to the facts. Because really wasn't no solution giving or anything. It was just opinions.
It's always gonna be that, Professor.
You see what I'm saying?
Family,
opinions.
what we're saying is, you can say the sky is blue, and you're going to have some dumb knucklehead say, "Who do you think he is telling folks that the sky is blue?"
Mm-hmm.
And they might have on Coca-Cola sunglasses. You might go into a town, and they wrote this. I remember this book a long time ago that talked about a man went into this village, and the people were raking the full moon with shovels, axes, and hoes in the pond. Say, "We're going to get this moon out of this pond." And then he went and told them that the moon's not in the pond, it's in the sky. They were ready to kill him. So you're going to always have some, excuse the expression, dumbasses. And it goes with the turf.
And the sad thing is, we don't make, we don't make no progress. See, listen, I done been down that road. I done, my experience is enough for me. It's just that, if you're gonna come and you're gonna bring me some proof with you and show me what you think that I'm teaching. See, because I don't have to say anything. There are testimonies there.
Hey, listen, I got 3 sets of testimonies because I got knuckleheads that say my stuff don't work. So you have to pat yourself on the shoulder, say, Alhamdulillah, Bismillah, I am doing my work, when you got knuckleheads that say, who he think he is. So,
and the only,
go ahead.
Right. And the only thing that I want to say to you all just keep listening to the shows. And, because I don't have all the answers. Y'all always hear me say that. But what I do know is what I know. So I don't have all the answers, whatever answers you all are looking for. I only know what I've done. Okay? And it's a lot more to this, family. But as I say, you must take it serious. You must take yourself and your property and put it into the trust and keep listening to the shows. And, your brother's not going to steer you wrong, lead you nowhere, even if you're in all the negative stuff. Just continue to listen to the shows and you go from there. That's basically all I'm going to say for the night, Hank.
Well, that sounds good. And we got you got somebody just said, let the dead, everything is everything, says, let the dead bury the dead. That's the
Thank you, Brother Muhammad.
Yeah, thank you, Brother Muhammad.
You're welcome.
And don't even worry about it. So, family, on that, it is time check. It's 8:44 p.m. I think I'm going to do another experiment and try to shut down by activating everything. So, may the force be with you, family.
Peace.
Thank you, Professor Bey. Until next week.
Welcome,
thank you, Baraka, for that opening.
All right.
And family, keep doing them push-ups.
All right.
If you 61, I'm still doing push-ups. And I'm going to keep on doing my push-ups, especially with the crystals and the herbs that I got. And one of these days, we're going to have Professor Bey up here doing push-ups.
That's right.
Oh, I do push-ups all the time, my man.
Do you hear that?
That's right.
Oh. And speed walk.
And speed walk. He moonwalk. He walking backwards.
All right.
All right.
All right.
We're going to close out. Baraka, thank you again for the wonderful opening. Family, I want to thank all your comments. And we got Everything is Everything saying one more thing. There are 24 shows with Brother Muhammad Bey giving remedies. Go check them out. Now, for all the ignorant that want to go somewhere else, huh? Somebody was just saying you had 24 shows. Oh, Professor's gone. But if they're ignorant and they want to go somewhere else, let them go. Go ahead. Know ye by the fruit of their labor. On that, enjoy your weekend. I want to thank everyone listening live and in the future. Peace.
Say often, yes, I am
supreme shield of protection surrounding me. Yes, I am. Yes, I am remembering all I was born to do. Yes, I am. Take hold of your crystal, which will magnify your I am affirmations at least 600%. If you don't have a pistol, you better have a